Muchas gracias.
Ah, muy bien.
¿Habla español o no?
Poquito.
Poquito. In your movie, you said gracias to Robert Rodriguez, per se.
Yes.
Mi hermano. What was that all about?
Oh, well, he's my film brother. We're brothers born of different mothers. And when we met each other, and I thought Robert was probably this way with everybody, only to find out later he's not. We met each other, and it was just like, blah, 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 and this movie, and that movie, oh, this is so cool, and that is so cool, and what about this, and when John Woo does this, oh, and when Michelle Yeoh does that, all right, and then we just talked, and then just became, best friends for life.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Pleasure.
A pleasure. Thank you. Thank you very much. El malo, the mean guy in the story, is always a lot of actors, their favorites, because they can explore the dark side, at least for a temporary period of time. Where did you draw to play this mogul, this completely crazy guy, per se?
The joy of the character is that it's a fully rounded picture of someone who could exist. It's not a kind of, he doesn't come from a mythical land. He doesn't live in a hollowed out volcano with an army of people working for him. He exists in a world that we all know about, and a world that we should be afraid of.
I thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you. Pleasure meeting you.
I adore that country. It's one of my favorite places. I spent 3 months in Buenos Aires.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, then you know about the 5 o'clock tea.
Yes.
Sweets that we still have
I learned all about England by being in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, it's funny. Not a lot of people had that experience.
What do they say? The Italians who live in French houses speak Spanish and pretend to be English or something. So an Argentinian friend of mine told me that.
To be British.
Yeah.
A pleasure meeting you.
Good to meet you.
Pleasure.
Hablemos.
Hablemos de cine. Let's talk movies.
Hablemos, we talk? Yeah.
Let's talk.
Let's
Mainly
talk.
it's let's talk.
Let's talk.
Hablemos, let's talk.
Oh,
so it's 30 minutes in Spanish, right? Okay.
Now, how are we going to do this?
30 minutes in Spanish?
What a shock.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very much. What is the technique? What is your secret? What is it?
For that, it was a lot of conversation with Homer Hickam, digging deeper and deeper to have him talk to me about his relationship with his father. And probably the greatest thing for that character is my very strong memories of my father and his friends, It was my idea that was the way fathers were in the 50s, They keep a distance, and they can't help it, as much as they love their children. It seemed to be, that's just the way it was. And I wanted just to do as honorable a job and tribute to that period of father.
I just lost my father, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you very much. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Qué bien que habla español.
Poquito, pero no sé. I don't know.
Poquito, pero no sé. Poquito, pero no quiero. What scared you as a kid?
I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I guess spiders to a certain extent. They're pretty creepy. And, I don't know. I grew up in Los Angeles, so there's a lot of things in LA that are scary.
Muchas gracias.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Your character in this movie, when he eats the hamburger, every time he eats a burger in this movie, it's a revelation. Everything makes sense only in the act of eating the burger. That's what I saw anyway.
Yeah, that's the moment where the audience has to really start thinking about the issue, as does Don, about what it is he's doing. I think he probably, like a lot of people, hasn't ever asked the questions about how did this meat patty get to me, that's all wrapped in wax paper and looks good and tastes nice, but how did that get to me for 69 cents?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Lindo verte. Gracias. Me tocó mucho un tema chileno que dice, mañana me voy de viaje. Y el tipo empieza a nombrar las 5 cosas que se llevaría de su pueblo de viaje. Yo me llevaría muchas cosas de San Genaro, donde nací. ¿Qué te llevas de viaje de Argentina cuando salís?
Me llevo de viaje la música. Me llevo de viaje a mi familia y amigos, aunque aún no me lo puedo llevar en una valija. Me llevo de viaje los árboles de Buenos Aires, las tipas de mi barrio, y me llevo de viaje la melancolía y la nostalgia que creo que todo bonaerense tiene.
Lindo conocerte. Gracias.
Igualmente.